Not 5 minutes. 5 minutes starts. Huh? Now.
Father, King of Glory, thank you let your will be done.
Amen.
Amen.
The question says, sorry, you said should
I said this chapter 9.
Sorry, please.
The question is, how can you describe the light in respect? Just exempt this.
Okay. It says, how can you describe the light with respect to the light in Genesis 1 verse 3 and 1 John and 4 John chapter 1 verse 5, and please explain why God waited for so long for acting, and why must it be Damascus, and why is this? Why is it supposed to be? Someone at the topic I'm going to do today is the power of God Jesus. Let's open our book to the book of Acts, chapter 9. I'll start from verse 3. It says, and as he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly a light shone around him from heaven. Then he fell to the ground and heard a voice saying to him, Saul, why are you persecuting me? And he said, who are you? The Lord, and the Lord said, I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. It is hard for you to kick against the roots. I'll start from why he said, the question said, why did God waited so long? We understand that Saul, in the Bible, in Acts, we understand that Saul is one of the apostles God later used. Saul is one of the disciples apostles God later used. In life, God will wait for some certain things to take place in our hearts, in our lives, before He uses us. I would like to break it down to our normal or physical life. Experience towards some things. We can see when we go, because that will take much of our time. When we later, in that book of Acts, it was shown that when God sent Saul to preach the gospel, when there is a man, his name is to lie to his boss, like he don't want him to believe the word Saul is about to say. Paul looked straight to him, and he said to him, your heart is full of evil deed. And we can see this. Saul is one of the people who persecutes the people preaching the gospel. But when it shows when Solomon was about to be persecuted, Saul was there. All what Solomon said, Saul heard everything. And we can see in the I don't want that to take our time. In the book of Acts, Saul later repeats everything. It shows that all what Solomon from everything, and after he was converted, he knew the value of those words. So I can say at times God, not even at times, most times, God will allow us to do our will. As in, like you do your will, then you will now know the difference. It's like a smoker. When you ask a smoker, when you were smoking, and when you stop smoking, what did you gain? The person, he or she will definitely give you different. So that's the difference. The time God gives to us is for us to know the significance between when we are staying in the world and the heavenly